There are moments, aren't there? Moments when you walk into a room and suddenly forget why you went in there in the first place, or when a name just sits right on the tip of your tongue, refusing to come out. It can be a little frustrating, a little unsettling, making you wonder if these small lapses are just a normal part of aging or if there's something more. Well, it's a thought many of us share, especially as we sail past our 70s. The truth is, while some changes are natural, there are also certain everyday habits that can unintentionally accelerate memory decline, making those moments of forgetfulness more frequent and more impactful than they need to be. But here's the wonderful news: recognizing these habits is the first powerful step towards safeguarding your precious memories and keeping your mind vibrant for years to come. In this video, we're going to uncover the four most common habits that often contribute to memory loss after 70, and crucially, we'll explore simple practical ways to gently steer your life in a direction that truly supports and strengthens your brain health. We're not talking about drastic overhauls, but rather small, consistent adjustments that can make a world of difference. So let's embark on this journey together, starting with the very first habit that might be quietly undermining your memory. The first habit, and one that often surprises people with its profound impact on our cognitive health, is a lack of consistent physical activity. It's easy to slip into a more sedentary lifestyle as we get older, perhaps due to less demanding work, physical discomforts, or simply a change in routine. We might think of exercise primarily for our heart, our muscles, or our waistline, but our brain absolutely thrives on movement. When we're not moving our bodies regularly, our brains simply don't receive the vital blood flow they need to function optimally. Imagine your brain as a magnificent garden. Blood flow is like the irrigation system, bringing nutrients and oxygen to every plant. Without adequate irrigation, the garden struggles to flourish. And similarly, without good blood flow, our brain cells can become undernourished and less efficient. This reduced circulation can impair neurogenesis, which is the incredible process of creating new brain cells, especially in the hippocampus, a critical area for learning and memory formation. A sedentary lifestyle also contributes to inflammation throughout the body, including the brain, and can lead to an increased risk of chronic diseases like diabetes and heart disease, all of which are known to negatively affect cognitive function and increase the risk of memory loss. It's a silent, subtle habit, but its consequences can be far-reaching for our mental sharpness. But here's the inspiring part: the fix is surprisingly simple and incredibly effective, and it's never too late to start. We're not talking about becoming an Olympic athlete overnight. The goal is consistent, gentle movement. Even small bursts of physical activity can make a significant difference. Start by aiming for about 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity each week. Now that might sound like a lot, but let's break it down. That's just 30 minutes, 5 days a week. And it doesn't even have to be 30 minutes all at once. You could do 3 10-minute walks spread throughout your day. Think about activities you genuinely enjoy. Brisk walking is fantastic because it's low impact and accessible to most people. When you walk, try to pick up the pace just enough so that you can still talk, but you can't quite sing. That's your sweet spot for moderate intensity. Dancing, whether in a class or just in your living room to your favorite tunes, is another wonderful way to combine physical activity with joy and mental stimulation. Swimming or water aerobics are excellent if you have joint issues, as the water supports your body. Even light strength training, using resistance bands or very light weights, helps build muscle and bone density, indirectly supporting overall health, which in turn benefits your brain. Gardening is another fantastic option. Bending, lifting, reaching, and digging all contribute to physical movement, and the connection with nature can also be incredibly calming. The key is consistency and finding something that brings you pleasure, something you will stick with. Remember, every step counts, every gentle stretch, every moment you choose to move rather than sit. These actions not only boost blood flow to your brain, enhance neurogenesis, and reduce inflammation, but they also improve your mood, increase your energy levels, and give you a wonderful sense of accomplishment. It's truly an investment in your whole being, especially your precious memory. Now that we've highlighted the incredible power of movement for a sharp mind, let's gently shift our attention to another crucial element, one that literally fuels our brain and can either nourish it or inadvertently deplete it: our diet. The second habit that can quietly contribute to memory loss after 70 is a poor diet and specific nutritional deficiencies. Our brain, though only about 2% of our body weight, consumes roughly 20% of our body's energy and oxygen. It's a true powerhouse, and like any high-performance engine, it needs the right kind of fuel to run efficiently. Unfortunately, many modern diets are filled with processed foods, excessive sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined carbohydrates while lacking the essential nutrients our brains desperately need. When we consume a diet heavy in these less than ideal foods, it can lead to chronic inflammation throughout the body and brain, oxidative stress, which damages brain cells and imbalances in our gut microbiome, all of which have been linked to cognitive decline and memory issues. Think of it this way: if your brain isn't getting the right building blocks and protection, it's much harder for it to form and retrieve memories effectively. It's like trying to build a beautiful, sturdy house with flimsy, subpar materials. It simply won't stand the test of time as well. But the good news here is equally inspiring. By making conscious choices about what we eat, we can actively empower our brains to thrive. The fix involves focusing on whole unprocessed foods that are rich in beneficial nutrients. Let's talk about some brain-loving foods. First, healthy fats especially. Omega-3 fatty acids are absolutely critical. These are the building blocks for brain cell membranes and play a vital role in brain function and communication. You can find omega-3s in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines, as well as in plant-based sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. Aim to include these a few times a week. Next, antioxidants are your brain's best defense against oxidative stress. Think vibrant, colorful fruits and vegetables. Berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are powerhouses of antioxidants. Dark leafy greens such as spinach, kale, and collard greens are also packed with brain protective compounds and essential vitamins like folate, which is crucial for nerve function. Try to fill half your plate with a rainbow of vegetables at every meal. Don't forget B vitamins, which are essential for nerve function and neurotransmitter production. You can get these from eggs, lean meats, whole grains, and legumes. And let's not overlook the simple yet profound importance of hydration. Water is vital for proper brain function. Even mild dehydration can impair concentration and memory, so sip on water throughout the day. Conversely, try to limit or avoid excessive sugar, refined carbohydrates found in white bread and pastries, and unhealthy trans fats often found in processed snacks. Instead of reaching for a sugary treat, grab a handful of walnuts or a piece of fruit. Instead of white pasta, try whole grain pasta or spiralized vegetables. These small dietary shifts aren't about deprivation. They're about abundance. Abundant nutrients, abundant energy, and abundant clarity for your mind. Making these changes can feel like giving your brain a fresh, invigorating bath, washing away the sluggishness and allowing it to shine. It's about nourishing your brain from the inside out, creating a strong foundation for lasting memory and cognitive vitality. Now that we have covered the revitalizing power of consistent movement and the foundational importance of a brain-boosting diet, let's discuss the next crucial area that significantly impacts our memory as we age. The next crucial factor, often underestimated but profoundly impactful, is the combination of chronic stress and insufficient, poor-quality sleep. These two often go hand in hand, creating a challenging environment for our brain's ability to form and retrieve memories. When we experience chronic stress, our bodies continuously produce cortisol, a stress hormone. While cortisol is useful in short bursts for fight or flight responses, long-term elevated levels can actually damage the hippocampus, the very part of our brain that's vital for learning and memory formation. It's like having a constant low-level buzz that makes it difficult for your brain to focus and consolidate new information. Alongside stress, poor sleep habits wreak havoc on our memory. Sleep isn't just about resting our bodies. It's a critical time for our brain to perform essential housekeeping tasks. During deep sleep, our brain consolidates memories from the day, moving them from short-term to long-term storage. It also clears out metabolic waste products that accumulate during waking hours, including amyloid beta proteins, which are linked to Alzheimer's disease. When we don't get enough sleep, or the sleep we do get isn't deep and restorative, these vital processes are interrupted. Memories aren't properly filed away, and waste products build up, directly contributing to impaired recall, reduced focus, and a faster rate of cognitive decline. It's an exhausting cycle where stress makes it hard to sleep, and lack of sleep makes us more susceptible to stress, both quietly eroding our memory. But the good news is that we have powerful tools to break this cycle and nurture our brains back to a state of calm and effective memory function. The fix lies in actively managing stress and prioritizing good sleep hygiene. For stress management, consider incorporating simple mindfulness practices into your day. This could be as simple as taking a few deep, slow breaths when you feel overwhelmed, truly focusing on the inhale and exhale. Gentle meditation for just 5 to 10 minutes a day, perhaps guided by an app, or simply focusing on a peaceful image, can significantly lower cortisol levels. Spending time in nature, even just sitting in a park or tending to a few plants, has a remarkable calming effect. Engaging in hobbies that you find relaxing and absorbing, whether it's painting, knitting, playing an instrument, or reading, can be a wonderful stress reliever. For improving sleep, consistency is key. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time each day, even on weekends. Create a dark, cool, and quiet sanctuary in your bedroom. Limit screen time, phones, tablets, and TVs for at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can disrupt melatonin production, the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. Avoid heavy meals, excessive caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime, as these can interfere with sleep quality. Instead, perhaps enjoy a warm bath or some gentle stretching before bed to help your body relax. Remember, both stress reduction and quality sleep are non-negotiable for a healthy memory. These practices aren't luxuries. They are essential investments in your brain's longevity and your overall well-being. By giving your mind the peace and rest it deserves, you will be amazed at how much clearer and sharper your memory can become. Finally, we arrive at our fourth habit, one that speaks to our very human need for connection and intellectual engagement, social isolation, and a lack of mental stimulation. Our brains are incredibly dynamic organs, built for learning, adapting, and interacting. They thrive on novelty and challenge. When we become socially isolated, perhaps due to losing friends, family moving away, or simply retreating into our routines, we lose out on the rich, multifaceted stimulation that social interaction provides. Conversations require us to recall information, process language, interpret social cues, and engage our emotions. All powerful brain exercises. A lack of regular social engagement can lead to feelings of loneliness, which is a known risk factor for cognitive decline and even depression. Similarly, if we stop challenging our minds, if we fall into a routine where our brain is rarely asked to learn something new or solve a complex problem, it can become less resilient, losing its cognitive reserve. The brain's ability to cope with challenges and maintain function, even if some parts are damaged. It's like a muscle that isn't used. It gradually weakens. Our brain needs to be put to work to stay strong and agile. The wonderful solution to this is to actively seek out both mental challenges and meaningful social connections. It's about consciously nurturing curiosity and engagement. For mental stimulation, think about learning something entirely new. Have you always wanted to play a musical instrument? Now is a fantastic time to start. Learning a new language, even just a few phrases a day, engages different parts of your brain. Puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku jigsaw puzzles are excellent brain workouts. Reading diverse books and articles keeps your mind active and exposed to new ideas. Even strategy games, whether board games with friends or digital puzzles, can be very beneficial. The key is to consistently introduce novelty and challenge. For social engagement, look for opportunities to connect with others. Join a club based on an interest you have, whether it's a book club, a gardening group, a walking group, or a dance class. Volunteering for a cause you care about not only provides social interaction, but also a wonderful sense of purpose. Make a conscious effort to regularly call video chat or visit family and friends. Attend community events or local workshops. Even engaging in thoughtful conversations about current events or shared passions can be incredibly stimulating. The ideal scenario is to find activities that combine both social interaction and mental stimulation, like joining a bridge club, taking a cooking class, or participating in a debate group. These activities keep your brain sharp, foster new neural pathways, and provide the emotional and intellectual nourishment that wards off cognitive decline. Remember, a connected and curious mind is a resilient mind full of vibrant memories and exciting new possibilities. So we've explored the 4 habits that can silently contribute to memory loss after 7 down, the quiet stillness of inactivity, the subtle depletion of a poor diet, the relentless pressure of chronic stress and insufficient sleep, and the gradual weakening caused by social isolation and lack of mental challenge. But more importantly, we've discovered that each of these habits comes with powerful practical antidotes. From gentle daily movement to nourishing your brain with whole foods, from finding moments of peace and restorative sleep to embracing new learning and vibrant social connections, you have an incredible capacity to influence your brain health. It's truly inspiring to realize that small, consistent changes can lead to profound improvements in your memory and overall cognitive vitality. Remember, your brain is an incredible organ capable of growth and resilience at any age. It's never too late to start making these positive shifts. Even one small step today can pave the way for a sharper, more joyful tomorrow. You have the power to protect your most precious memories and continue creating new ones for years to come. We'd love to hear from you. What are some of your favorite ways to keep your mind sharp and your spirit engaged? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights might inspire someone else in our wonderful community. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical tips and inspiring content designed to help you live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for joining us today. Wishing you a sharp mind, a healthy body, and a life rich with connection and joy at every age.